Hello everybody, welcome back to Westcombe, welcome back to the vlog, and welcome to another adventure in Engage Model Railways. So, sorry for any delay in any videos. As you're going to see, it's been really busy at Westcombe. I've been doing some repaints, and I've been out on the real railways. Plus it's been a bit too warm to actually do anything on the railway itself, but it's starting to cool down a little bit, so today's the day you're going to see a bit of an update. Roll titles. Welcome back. Yes, been really busy at Westcombe. I'll show you two new additions. These are my last two Class 90s to make the full fleet of 50. I'm just going to mark the cupboard. First up, being as I've got my hands on it, is 90047 in the Freightliner orange. It's not exactly my favourite of Class 90 liveries, because as I've said previous on various other videos, I always associate Freightliner as being green. But yes, 90047 was one of my last ones. It does look a very nice model. It certainly runs well, of which obviously as per videos you will see run later on a little update. Well, running session, shall we say. Yep, so that's the penultimate Class 90. And the final one is, just bear with me, 90042 in green Freightliner livery. To be more precise, the Power Hall livery on the Class 90. It's different on both sides, this one, as you can see. I don't know if it's coming out correct on the screen, but on my viewfinder the Freightliner's the wrong way around, so I'm not sure if it's going to play correct, but the Freightliner logos are the wrong way around. But yes, that's my final Class 90. So there'll be a video hopefully soon showing all 50 Class 90s. Well, numerically. I'm not saying it's going to be my final one, because whenever they're putting new liveries on, they're going to be appearing on the layouts. Yes, and some repaint projects. I'll start with the 47s that I've done, because I'm going to show you something special with a certain class of loco. 47790 in the EWS livery, ploughs fitted on both ends. This was achieved using Precision Paints EWS Maroon and the EWS Gold. The transfers came from Fox Transfers, so that's one of the repaints. The other one is a livery that's not been on the layout for a good number of years, but finally got round to actually doing one. Cotswold Rail 47200. Why did I choose 200? Because it's the first one I actually saw run with an Anglia Class 47, 47714. of which ironically I have actually done a model of. So yes, in reality I've actually recreated the whole train. So I might actually run it on the running session, just to show you all. And if I can find it, I'll find the footage of the real thing as well. And with that out of the way, just hold up a second, put some boxes back. With that out of the way, I'm going to talk to you about Class 66s. Yes, love them or hate them, they're here to stay. I've been busy with a lot of repaints for the Class 66s. Hold up a second, I'm looking for something. Don't seem to have got it here. Ah, I have, yeah. Right, in front of me I have 6 Class 66s that I've repainted. They're not expert paint jobs, but they're just representations of the actual locos. And I'm going to show you what paints I've actually used to actually do these. First up, we have '66-746. This is a standard Class 66 body. When I mean standard, it hasn't got the actual 5 doors on, like the new low emission ones. The real 746 was, I think, was actually an original Freightliner locomotive. And this was achieved by... What did I use for this one? Yeah, I did actually use a Freightliner body shell for this one. I used a light grey for the roof, of which I haven't actually got in front of me. But for the actual body, the actual maroon, I used Rail Match 306 BR Maroon. And what I always use for the undercoat is from Alfred's, but obviously there's other suppliers available to do that for you. But yeah, I always undercoat them. Whatever happens, I always undercoat a model before I paint it. But I don't always paint the yellow fronts on these. I always mask them over. But in this case, I've actually used a what is it? A Rail Match warning panel yellow for that. The transfers, well, the transfers on that side and the other side, it's missing a number, but it always runs that way round. The transfers actually came from Railtech, and the front end transfer actually came from Fox Transfers. Okay, so that's 66746. Next up, what should we do next? We'll do that one next. That's 66748 is one of the ex-Dutch Class 66s that came to the country. I'll post a picture up for you for that one. For this one, again, straight undercoat. And for that one, I used Rail Match 226 Rail Freight Grey. Because the whole entire loco was in grey, and that's the closest grey I could actually find to do the Dutch. So, yep, that's 66748. Now we'll do this one. This is one of the new GB Rail Freight 66/3s that they actually got just before Christmas from DRS, hence why it's in the DRS blue. This was just a straight paint over top job. I didn't undercoat this one. Contrary to belief, I didn't undercoat this one. Straight over, coat of DRS blue. It took the shine off the Farish DRS blue. The transfers came from Fox Transfers for this, with Railtech numbers 66302 and the GB Rail Freight logos on the front. So yes, that's 66302. What shall we do next? Yeah, I'll do that one next. 66782 GB Charity Rail Tours. I've made a mistake with this one because it should have been a standard 66 body shell, but I accidentally ordered 2 5 doors. But yes, I've made a mistake, but in reality it's actually come out pretty decent. For this one I've used P301 GB Rail Freight Blue from Precision Paints, and I actually mixed my own GB Rail Freight orange using Tamiya orange. What I did is actually mix some rail red in it, and there weren't much left in it, so I've just plunked it all in there and given it a good mix. Because when you look at a GB Rail Freight logo, in my opinion, they're not all the same orange ends. Some are a lot lighter, some are a lot darker, and you know, I've gone for something in between. So yes, the transfers came from Precision. No, they didn't. The transfers came from Railtech models for this one. And I've used Fox transfers for the GB Rail Freight. So yes, that's 66782. What should we do next? We'll do the NWT one. This wasn't as an easy, straightforward repaint as I thought it was going to be. Like somebody else on YouTube, who I know pretty well from Facebook and talk quite a few times to on Facebook, we were in a bit of a discussion as to what blue it was. So we've both come up with the conclusion the blue is Network South East Dark Blue. As you can see, it's a pretty close match to the real thing. I'll just post a picture here. And then of course I've used 421 matte white, and then for the red stripe I've used 204 rail red. The transfers have come from Railtech. But the problem I had with this, the painting were pretty much straightforward. It was just the transfers which were causing me a little bit of problems. The stripes that run down there have to sit straight over the top of the handrails. So what I've actually done is I've used a bit of PVA glue to actually stick it down. Once I've got the transfer on, dried it, and let it dry overnight. I've only done one side every other night. This one, as I said, I've just put the transfers on, left them overnight, come back the following day and just put a bit of PVA glue to stick the transfers down. The transfers that came with the pack for the GB there were a little bit on the large side, so again I've just used whatever spares I've actually got in my box. And this is on the correct 5-door variation, and then that's the opposite side without the 5-door. And then of course it's got its made in Sheffield nameplates on. So overall I'm very impressed with that. And then of course the front ends with the NWT on. And lastly, 66587 in the 1 livery, Ocean Network Express. This took quite a bit of research in this one, because there is no actual paint available, well, so I thought, to actually do the pink. So I searched high and low, and a paint came in the rather, what's the word I'm looking for, rather inconspicuous place known to man. Umbra actually do the correct pink. Matte 58, which is magenta, and that is just about perfect for the 1 livery. And then what I did with that, painted the whole top half in pink, sorry, magenta, and then I painted the whole bottom section in matte white, and then waited for a long time for it to dry, and then went with a fine paintbrush and masking tape and separated the 2 lines to give it the effect of 2 stripes. The transfers again came from Railtech Models. I've not got round to purchasing the nameplates for it yet, but again, another decent representation of the real thing. You've seen it before on videos, but I've never actually got round to talking to you about it. So yes, so that's some of the 66 repaint projects. So I'll show you some of the standard models I've got, starting with this one here, 66623 in Freightliner blue. That's a dapple model. These aren't all me 66 models. There's various models on the actual layout. We've got Fastline 66305, then we drop down 66731, which is the NHS one, 66789, 66779, 66719, 66780, 66727, the Flying Dustman 66783, 66709 in boat livery, 66709 again in Medite black livery. 66705 with Union Jack. 66729 Derby County in Europort GB Rail Freight. 66708 Union Jack, Ukrainian flag, glory to Ukraine. 66723 Chinook. I'll bring you that one out. Transfers from Railtech. Right, then we've got 66106 EWS. 66113, which is delivering to our key workers. It's different on both sides, as you can see. 66152, 66204 in EWS, 66540 Ruby, 66505, which is a Silver Fox kit, 66612 4 Freighter in Freightliner unbranded livery. 66504 in Power Hall, which is different to the other Power Hall liveried examples, because as per the real thing when it got done, it didn't have the black light bar section underneath the, sorry, near the air dams and whatever. It had all light grey down there. 66773 Prada GB Rail Freight. This is a Gauge Master Collection limited edition. Then over there we got 66413 in the original DRS livery. And then kicking around back at shed we got 66434 in the Malcolm livery. These are going to be the last two I show you, because there's loads more kicking around layout, but I'm in one spot. 66419 in the Freightliner orange scheme. You've seen this one before. And 66416 in Power Hall. I do have other 66s, including another one of those, but with Barden aggregates on. Also 66411, 66412 and 66421, just for examples. So yes, there's plenty of 66s on this layout, hence why I've called this one More Sheds Than a Garden Centre. So yeah, I thought I'd show you some of the repaints I've been doing. Why I've not been excuse me, I'm just putting a 66 away. Yeah, that's why you've not seen many model railway videos from me this year. Obviously, as I said, because the weather's been too warm. But yeah, so as you can see, I've been busy. So it's not as if everything's just come to a complete stop. I've just been busy with real railways. So thank you for watching. Thank you for your support as usual. And I will leave you all with a running session as usual, featuring some of these 66s that you've just seen. But don't expect to see them on the trains you expect to see them on. So yeah, be warned. And you're going to see my last two 90s running around the layout. So my next video, as I said, fingers crossed, I'm going to do your Class 90s. I'm going to show you all the different liveries of Class 90s we have at Westcombe. So stay tuned. Catch you later.